to my husband and I.
Breaking news tonight, the Sioux City City Council approves a $7.5 million settlement in a 2016 accident involving a city transit bus. Good evening, everyone. I'm Matt Breen.
And I'm Stella Daskalakis. That vote by the council happening just minutes ago at City Hall.
KTIV's Ashley Richardson is inside City Hall tonight with Live Link 4, where that council meeting is still going on at this hour. Ashley?
Yeah, Matt and Stella, the Plant family actually just spoke with the media just moments ago, and they talked us through their emotional journey. Now, tonight's settlement is for an accident that happened back in November of 2016 at Outer Drive and Lewis Boulevard here in Sioux City. It happened between a city bus and a truck that was driven by Chad Plant of Hinton. Plant suffered a traumatic brain injury and 2 broken legs in the accident.
The good can come of tragedy and crisis. The good from this will be the ability of Chad and myself to offer hope and education to others with traumatic brain injuries. We will stand as a shining example of what a married couple with great faith and true grit can accomplish. We will not go quietly into the night, but will be a light of hope to everyone with a brain injury.
Now, the settlement that the council discussed at tonight's meeting is for a total of $7.5 million, but the city doesn't have to pay that entire amount. They would only pay for $210,000 from that. The rest is paid for by the city's access insurance carrier. The city says that it's already paid nearly $180,000 for Plant's out-of-pocket expenses, health insurance premiums, lost wages, and other requested expenses all the way through June of this year. Now, Matt and Stella, I'll continue to keep you updated throughout the night, and we'll have more on the Plant family's emotional journey coming up later tonight on News 4.
Ashley Richardson with Live Link 4 inside City Hall tonight. Thank you, Ashley.
U.S. Senator Charles
Ron DeMars has the answer from the Storm Team 4 weather patio. How about it, Ron?
Yeah, there are some locations in eastern Siouxland that got as much as 5 inches of rain out of yesterday and last night's activity. So, boy, some spots need to dry out a little bit, and today has been an opportunity for that for the most part. Although a few storms are beginning to fire up yet again. We're going to check that out here in just a moment. In the meantime, here's the view on our Niobrara State Park sky cam there in Niobrara, Nebraska. Your sky is probably a little bit darker than what we're seeing here in Sioux City on our Signal Hill sky cam, as we have partly cloudy skies here, and the same thing showing up on our Spencer sky cam, where right now you folks have 85 degrees there. But here's your satellite and radar. Notice more of those clouds moving into northeast Nebraska, and from those clouds, yeah, just a few showers beginning to show up in places like Holt County and maybe far southwestern Madison County. The bigger storms are closer to the Lincoln, Nebraska area right now, with temperatures mostly in the low 80s. A little cooler out to the west. O'Neill, for example, you're only at 77 degrees, and it is kind of humid out here. In Sioux City right now, we have a dew point of 71. Here is your Storm Team 4 future track. We'll have a few storms during the overnight hours. These are not expected to be too strong, and we're not expecting severe storms out of these. But how long will it be sticking around? I will have that forecast for you coming up in just a little while.
All right, look forward to it. Thanks, Ron. The muggy conditions we've seen the last couple of days have become a real problem for a Sioux City apartment complex.
The air conditioning unit at Pheasant Acres, a senior housing facility, failed last Friday. Several attempts to fix the unit proved unsuccessful. That left residents without air conditioning in their individual rooms. Selden Company owns Pheasant Acres and told residents on Sunday the unit would not be working again for at least another week. Tonight on News 4 at 6, we'll talk with the family of one Pheasant Acres resident and learn how Selden is working to solve the problem.
Sioux City police tonight are investigating a break-in in a building owned by a local radio station. Shortly before midnight on July 31st, investigators say the suspects broke into Powell Broadcasting's radio building on the north end of Sioux City's Leeds neighborhood. Surveillance images of the suspects show them with weapons, although police don't know if they were real or fake. If you have any information, you can contact Crime Stoppers. That number is 712-258-TIPS.
Police have arrested a Storm Lake, Iowa man after he allegedly touched a 12-year-old girl inappropriately. 44-year-old Marian Gutierrez Meza of Storm Lake was arrested on a charge of indecent contact with a child. On Friday night, Storm Lake police were advised of an assault of a 12-year-old girl between May 19th and August 3rd. According to police, the girl said while at a residence in Storm Lake, she was assaulted by Meza when he grabbed her in an inappropriate fashion.
One of 2 people accused of killing a Neely, Nebraska native, dismembering her and then dumping her remains in a southeast Nebraska field is challenging that state's death penalty. Last Wednesday, state prosecutors cited the slaying's exceptional depravity in a filing about the state's intention to seek the death penalty for 24-year-old Bailey Boswell. Boswell and 51-year-old Aubrey Trail are charged with first-degree murder. Prosecutors allege that Trail strangled victim Sidney Loof, and Boswell helped Trail to cut up Loof's body and stuff the remains into trash bags. The remains were found in December, weeks after Loof was reported missing. A judge has set a September 17th hearing on Boswell's challenge. A Nebraska man says he'll support his twin brother and be present for that brother's execution. David Moore says his brother...
Floating this weekend in Chicago, more than 60 shot, at least 12 killed, most on the west side of the city.
It's crazy. They got to stop. They got to stop.
Police say they share the desperation and shock of this community.
I'm tired of it. Everybody in this city should be tired of it.
But the superintendent is quick to point out, even with the extreme violence over the weekend, his department is making a difference.
We've seen a 20% reduction in murders this year and roughly 17% reductions in shootings in the year of 2018.
Officials stress many of the shootings are gang-related, with innocent victims caught in the crossfire.
The Chicago Police Department cannot do this alone.
They say they need neighborhood help to stop the bloodshed and find those pulling the trigger.
The offender, in almost every situation, can't say it universally, is known by somebody. They have a moral responsibility to speak up so there can be legal accountability for those actions.
Actions that continue to tear apart families and the city. Jay Gray, NBC News.
At least 2 people are dead and 70 others hurt in the explosion of a tanker truck in Italy. Take a look at this remarkable video. Traffic camera video shows a tanker truck filled with liquid propane failing to stop in a line of vehicles stopped in traffic. The tanker plows into the rear of a truck and flames erupt on impact. Another truck appears to hit the tanker from behind. After the highway was cleared of most other vehicles, there was a second enormous explosion that spanned 8 lanes of the highway and beyond.
Minutes make the difference as Atlanta police officers work to rescue a man trapped inside of this burning car. This dramatic video from an officer's body cam shows just how close and how intense those flames were early yesterday. Officers worked frantically to wrestle the man from the car while the flames got closer. The man was partially trapped in the front seat following an accident, with Officer Brittany Williams in the back trying to pull him over that seat, telling him that his life was on the line.
I was just more so focused on we're going to do whatever we have to do to get him out.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing I could think of is that I can't watch this man burn alive.
Officers say if the man hadn't done his part, they don't think he would have made it out of the car before the flames took over.
Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board are on the scene of a deadly plane crash in Southern California. A twin-engine Cessna went down around 12:30 p.m. yesterday, killing all 5 people on board. No one on the ground got hurt. Real estate company Pacific Union International says 3 of their realtors and 2 family members died in the crash. The NTSB's lead investigator on the incident says the pilot declared a mayday.
Preliminary information now, keep in mind I haven't reviewed everything, was the pilot declared an emergency. However, he did not state the nature of his problem.
The NTSB expects to release a preliminary report next week with the final report to take at least a year.
Still ahead, with no signs or symptoms, doctors diagnosed a Texas woman with advanced lung cancer. Find out how that disease spread without her ever knowing about it.
And we still have a little more rain in the forecast before things quiet down. We'll have that forecast for you coming up next.
Call Thrasher first. Whether we're eliminating radon gas, basement water leaks, crawl space issues, settling concrete or foundations, or adding an egress window, we don't compromise on the value of your home or the health of those in it. That's why you call Thrasher.
No one tries harder. Hi, folks. Jensen here. We've been saying that exact thing, and more importantly, been practicing that for over 24 years. Ford Motor Company, what a blessing to represent such a great car company. For better than 2 decades. F-Series, all-new Expedition, Explorer, Escape Edge, all kinds of SUVs and truck offerings. You need to come see us. We will not disappoint. Jensen Ford in beautiful Lamar's, Iowa. How can I be so sure? Because I'm Jensen. Thanks.
Hey, Coach, what's so important?
Sizzle, Earl. Our school mascot is in desperate need.
Of sizzle?
Of sizzle. Like this cheesesteak burrito. It's a burrito, but made with sirloin steak. That, sir, is sizzle.
Well, what's wrong with our current mascot?
Look at him. That strike fear to your heart?
No.
Sizzle, Earl. Sizzle. Olay the day.
Our new sirloin steak burritos are loaded with steak and bold flavors. Olay the day at Taco John's.
Hey, Siouxland, Fleet Farm is opening soon in your neighborhood, and we have everything you need for every season of life. From time to fix the fence season to best ride of the week season. And whether it's the fish are biting on the Missouri season or nothing like barbecue season, Fleet Farm has what you need, and we're coming to your neighborhood soon. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Yonkers was the heart of our town.
So Fred Hubble shut it down and fired everyone.
Small towns were a drain on Hubble's profits. That's what they told us.
So he closed stores in Spencer, Ottumwa, and Newton.
Hubble couldn't make enough money from us, so we got left behind.
The worst thing, after everyone was fired, Hubble got a $90,000 raise.
$90,000.
The only paycheck Fred Hubble cared about was his own.
Call Thrasher first. Whether we're eliminating radon gas, basement water leaks, crawl space issues, settling concrete or foundations, or adding an egress window, we don't compromise on the value of your home or the health of those in it. That's why you call Thrasher.
Tonight, one incredible ninja.
I never let obstacles get in my way.
That will have America cheering.
Beat that wall! Beat that wall!
Emmy-nominated Ninja Warrior, tonight on NBC.
We've all been missing for 5.5 years.
No one on that plane aged a day.
We never landed anywhere until here. What is this?
Well, it was a weekend of scattered storms across the area. Some of those became severe, and some weren't necessarily severe, but put down some very, very heavy rain. Outside right now, nothing heavy going on in our area anyway. A few bigger storms are farther down to the south, but even those are not severe near Lincoln, Nebraska right now. So let's head outside, take a look at our Sugar Plum Oak sky cam in Norfolk, Nebraska, where right now, you have temperatures a little cooler than some. Less 79 degrees because those showers are a little closer to you, so thus you have more cloud cover there. But our riverfront sky cam, yeah, things looking good down there. As a matter of fact, just a partly cloudy sky, and here's more of a bird's eye view on our Blackbird Bend Casino sky cam in the downtown area, where right now it's 82 degrees. Just a 5-mile-per-hour wind with 69% relative humidity, and our barometer is falling off at 30 inches even. Here is that satellite and radar. We had gone to partly cloudy skies. Now a few more clouds beginning to creep in, and you can tell those are thicker across northeast Nebraska. And there are a few of those showers. None of those are very heavy. This is a little bigger thunderstorm down near Lincoln that I was talking about right there. But this little wave of energy right here is going to continue to move to the east, meaning more chances of storms during the nighttime hours. However, we're not expecting anything severe tonight. Now, last night, boy, that rain was coming down heavy in some spots. As a matter of fact, in eastern Siouxland, from yesterday into last night, anywhere you see those green areas, that's over 2 inches of rain. When you get into those yellows, which there are some out there, it's over 4 inches of rain that fell. And sure enough, 5.5 came down in Pomeroy, and Manson saw 5 inches. 2 miles southeast of Verina, Iowa, 3.71 inches there. In Schleswig, an inch and 89 hundredths, in Rockwell City, saw 1.2 inches of rain. There's a frontal boundary sitting right out there. So down to the south of that, temperatures are hot. St. Louis and Wichita, both 98 degrees right now. 82 here in Sioux City, and Rapid City has been seeing a shower, and they're a little cooler as a result, 67 degrees. So it's just kind of scattered activity across much of the upper Midwest anyway. So marginal risk of severe storms down in southeast Nebraska and southwest Iowa. You can see all that avoids the KTIV viewing area. A little bigger risk of severe storms farther off to the east, and also in eastern Colorado, where there's actually severe thunderstorm watches currently in effect out there. A little closer to home, here is your Storm Team 4 future track. Our clouds will be on the increase, and by 11 o'clock, maybe a couple isolated storms in the area. A few more by 2 a.m. out there, and I think we could see some even into tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Those chances start to move to the east as we get toward the noon hour and beyond. So eastern Siouxland, even during the afternoon, still maybe a slight chance of a pop-up shower. Those chances will quickly move their way eastward by tomorrow night, and then begins a pretty quiet period of weather. Temperatures out there now. Storm Lake at 79, and here in Sioux City we have 82 degrees, but it is a little humid. Dew points up to the low 70s, even 75 out in Wayne, Nebraska right now with not much of a breeze going on. Forecast highs for tomorrow getting into the upper 70s in Storm Lake. In Sioux City, we should hit about 82 degrees or so. So a few scattered storms tonight, but none severe are expected. 63 for your overnight low. Tomorrow into the low 80s. That's with a slight chance of a few storms, especially early in the day. And then after that, it just gets sunny and a little warmer all in all. Highs in the mid to upper 80s, but look at that from Wednesday all the way through Monday. At this point, we do not have any chances of rain in that forecast.
Wow.
So I hope you got what you needed, right?
Exactly, because there are probably still some places that do need a little bit.
Yeah.
But some that need to dry out for a little while here.
All right, Ron, thanks so much.
You bet.
Dozens of golfers helped take a swing at fighting hunger today at Whispering Creek Golf Course.
23 teams played in the Food Bank of Siouxland's annual We'll Golf for Food event. The goal is to raise awareness of hunger and to raise money to help feed the needy in the 11 counties that are served by the food bank.
We have so many pin prizes and items for people to win today. So really the goal is to have fun while supporting the food bank.
KTIV even fielded a team today. Meteorologist TJ Springer, local sales manager Brooke Hensley, and account executives Amanda Hageman and Dawn Stang all took part.
Being diagnosed with cancer is scary, no matter who you are, but to have no symptoms and then to find out you're close to death can be a hard pill to swallow. Kayla Corvell has one family's story.
Darlene Petrie had pain in her right side. Doctors found a clogged artery and decided to put a stent in.
When we did that, she swelled up really bad. So we took her back, and that's when we found out she had cancer.
Petrie was dumbfounded. She had no symptoms.
A lot of times they call it the silent killer because you don't know. And had she not had that stent put in, we probably wouldn't have known. But there is signs we miss. She stayed nauseated a lot and dizzy, but we thought it was from other things, other medications she's on, you know, just random other things.
Petrie had smoked for 39 years, leading doctors to believe that's what led to her stage 4 lung cancer.
It doesn't feel real, and it doesn't just affect you, it affects your family.
Now Petrie's family is left to pick up the pieces.
It's off and on days. Some days I feel okay. Some days I feel nauseated and can't do nothing but lay on the couch or the bed.
But there is a plan to prolong her life.
We're going to do chemo every 21 days because she cannot tolerate a full treatment.
Petrie has a message for everyone thinking of taking up the habit.
Don't do it. Don't ever touch a cigarette.
Petrie's daughter has had to quit her job to help take care of her mother full-time.
That is Kayla Corvell reporting symptoms of lung cancer include shortness of breath, difficulty swallowing, wheezing, and loss of appetite.
Certainly something to pay attention to. Straight ahead, Facebook has always had relationship status as part of the profile on the site. Now, Facebook is dabbling in online dating. That story straight ahead.
Big breakfast flavor is here. Applewood smoked bacon or freshly grilled sausage, fluffy eggs, golden melty cheese, all on a toasty little bun. Good mornings, start at Hardee's. Get 2 breakfast sliders for $2.99.
It's great getting 11% off of everything at Menards, especially when we're tackling a big project like updating our living room. We're saving on all of it, from the stone veneer fireplace to the area rug. You can get it all at Menards. And the 11% savings keeps us coming back. We saved over $300 on our living room and can't wait to start our next project.
Your next project starts right now with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Dunes Eye Consultants, a nationally recognized leader in well vision and vision medical care, welcomes Dr. Michael O'Neill. Dr. O'Neill joins Dr. Steve Ferguson and the highly trained staff of Dunes Eye Consultants and is seeing new patients. We offer the most advanced vision medical care in the region combined with exceptional one-on-one customer service. Ask how Dr. O'Neill and the Myopia Control Center can slow or even stop the progression of nearsightedness in kids. See the best. Preserve your gift of sight. Make your appointment today.
Welcome to Blackbird Bend Casino, the friendliest casino around. Try your hand at electronic blackjack, plus enjoy a great meal in the Upstream Cafe. August really warms up with our Card Fever Cash giveaway on Friday, August 10th. We'll draw the names of 52 guests each hour for the chance to win their share of thousands of dollars. Claim a free entry daily now and earn more entries playing slots, electronic table games, and live blackjack. Only at Blackbird Bend Casino, where good fortune is just around the bend.
Kim Reynolds tells a lot of stories, but that doesn't make them true. The truth? When Fred Hubble ran Yonkers over 30 years ago, he added hundreds of jobs and invested in thousands of employees. Fred and Charlotte have spent their lives investing in Iowa, financing mental health beds and a Planned Parenthood clinic while the state slashed funding. Kim Reynolds, she cut funding for Medicaid and mental health care, while giving away huge tax breaks to out-of-state companies. Fred Hubble has delivered for Iowa, and he'll get it growing the right way.
Real honey from real bees. Real butter from real cows. It doesn't get more real than made from scratch biscuits made fresh by a real baker. Try any one of our new honey butter biscuits and get a real good, real breakfast at Hardee's.
Vaccines over and over again have been proven to be safe.
Keeping kids healthy and in school is important for any parent. On KTIV-4, we take a look at the vaccines that your child needs before the school bell rings. Tuesday on News 4 at 10.
Any department who places billing above care will be terminated. Let's be doctors again.
They're not going to let you just help people.
So let's help as many as we can before they figure us out.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Window World.
Live from Signal Hill, you're watching News 4 Live at 5 with Matt Breen, Stella Daskalakis, and Chief Meteorologist Rhonda Mars on KTIV, Siouxland's News Channel.
Welcome back, everyone. Facebook is getting into the online dating game, going after sites like Tinder and Bumble.
But some are questioning whether people are ready to trust Facebook after a major privacy scandal and controversy over millions of fake accounts. Gotti Schwartz has a sneak peek.
This morning, screenshots capturing what could become Facebook's first foray into online dating. They come just 3 months after Mark Zuckerberg said the company was looking to help users find love.
There are 200 million people on Facebook who list themselves as single, so clearly there's something to do here.
The feature using events and groups to help make love connections. A tech reviewer sharing images on Twitter that reportedly show what employees at Facebook are currently testing to work out any potential bugs before an official launch. Here, options for gender include 5 selections: woman, man, trans woman, trans man, and non-binary. The platform also allowing users to control what others see, guaranteeing that dating profiles will be kept separate and private from Facebook friends. Facebook confirms they're testing the feature internally, but have not officially provided any details. The social media giant making the moves on an industry worth more than $500 million in the U.S. alone. Following the initial announcement, shares of the company behind Match.com, Tinder, and OkCupid slumped. Meanwhile, Facebook's still recovering from its own record-breaking stock drop and controversies over its handling of fake news, Russia meddling, privacy concerns, and the mass deletion of over 1 billion fake accounts. At Los Angeles' famed first date destination, Runyon Canyon, early reactions to a new Facebook dating feature are mixed.
If it's got like a profile behind it that you can kind of actually like check out. Sounds maybe like it's like you can vet it out a little bit better.
Trust it a little more than Tinder.
Yeah.
Now the question, could this bring back some of the love that Facebook has recently lost?
I know Facebook is kind of on the outs, like more people are using Instagram and those kinds of things now, so it might kind of add some liveliness to it.
Interesting.
Yes, that's Gotti Schwartz reporting. We'll be back with a final check of Ron's forecast after the break.
Home's having a tent sale. Save on special purchases in every department. This sofa's just $397, or this queen bedroom suite only $749, and you'll get the chest for free. Plus, finance interest-free with no money down until 2020 and free shipping at Home Furniture.
At Sioux Center Health, we specialize in your care. From total knee replacement surgeries to complex diagnostic imaging tests. You can find it all here. With a professional staff and modern amenities, we care for you throughout your journey. Best of all, we put your family first, so you can be close to the ones you love. And they can be close to you. When you need specialized care, there is no better place to turn to than Sioux Center Health.
As Siouxland's #1 choice in vision care, we understand the importance of your eyesight, and now we've added to our team of doctors.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tyler Lefebvre. At Sergeant Bluff Eye Care, we offer the latest technology to ensure our patients receive the best care in the area.
For over 10 years, we've proudly served the Siouxland community.
With locations in Marcus, Wayne, and Sergeant Bluff, we are committed to your vision needs.
Call Sergeant Bluff Eye Care at 712-943-9400 to schedule your appointment for any of our locations.
Culver's chicken sandwiches are proof that raised right tastes right.
I really care about the food we eat, and that all starts here.
The chicken that we serve to our kids is grown right here on our farm.
What does it mean to raise chickens the right way?
It's just a combination of things. Just the low-stress environment that they're in, the highest quality feed makes a tender and tastier chicken.
This is chicken raised right.
Our grilled chicken, our crispy chicken, and our spicy crispy chicken, they are amazing.
Welcome to delicious.
All remaining inventory must go during the store remodel sale at Gabbard. Save 20 to 70% off Gabbard's everyday low price. Shop now for the best selection as we clear out all floor models. It's the store remodel sale going on now at Gabbard. From across America, where the issues are.
Do you feel like the bad guy in this?
Bringing you stories that impact us all.
Here we are in the New South. Can we ever move past this emotional controversy?
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Next ET, Eva Longoria's first TV interview as a new mom.
It's a big job, and I love it.
But what has her feeling mom guilt? Plus, the cast of Murphy Brown reveals their deepest desires.
We have many fantasies, don't we?
We do. They're all sexual. Then, only we're at home with Jason Mraz, Grammy winner, and gardening geek.
Well, you're at the Mraz. Thanks for coming by.
Next ET.
Tonight at 6:30 on KTIV.
We'll have a few isolated to scattered thunderstorms in the area during the overnight hours, but nothing severe is expected out of these. 63 degrees for our overnight low, then still a chance of a few thunder showers tomorrow, especially early in the day. Eastern Siouxland, you would still stand a chance in the afternoon as well, though, with a high of 82. Still not much of a wind, and once we get beyond tomorrow, we get into a very quiet 7-day forecast. We're talking from Wednesday all the way through next Monday. Probably dry conditions.
I hope that, like we said earlier, the people who needed rain got it, or at least some.
And give those who got it some time to dry.
There you go.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks for joining us, folks. For Live at 5, we're back again at 6. The NBC Nightly News is next.